How do I look? Does the mood feel right? Yeah. Are you all ready for your next comic? Yeah. You can see your next comic at the Shrunken Head on December 17th at 9:20 p.m. You may recognize that moment as the moment that we are in, because it is right now, right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a very funny guy, a very good friend of mine, your third comic at the Standard Comedy Show, the one, the only, Mr. Corey Castelli!
Thank you all for coming out to the Standard Comedy Show. My name is Corey Castelli, and if it's all right with you all, I'd like to start with a trust exercise. Trust fall. Now I know where I stand with you all. So I was in the hospital recently. I ruptured my eardrum. I was bleeding from my ear for 5 hours. Not the best way to spend Thanksgiving, true story. But as I was in the emergency room, the nurse came in, she said, "Corey, your hearing's gonna be all right." And I was relieved. But then she went on, she said, "Corey, your hearing's gonna be all right. Not so much on the left anymore, you're bleeding out of your left ear. Your hearing's gonna be all right now." But it's okay, because I found as I've lost one sense of hearing, it's only heightened my other senses. For example, I lost one sense, but it's only heightened my sense of comedic. Timing. But it's not all upside. I got my hospital bill, $720 for a 1-hour visit. And it was ridiculous. It was basically extortion. I went through my hospital bill. They itemized it. They broke it down piece by piece. I got charged 18 cents for a tongue depressor. They sell those in a 500 count box. That means I got charged $90 per box of tongue depressors. $90 for the thing you get for free when you're done eating a popsicle. They also charged me 64 cents for a pair of latex gloves. Again, a 500 count box of latex gloves. You can buy it right up the street, $7.99 at Walmart. My hospital, $160 for that same box. Listen, if my doctor's going to charge me $160 for a box of latex gloves, the next time I go in for my prostate exam, they should let me finish. At least that way there will be a happy ending to this story. But no, I have been traveling recently for the holidays. I visited my brother for Thanksgiving. He lives over in Massachusetts. Thank you, Massachusetts boy in the corner. Flying with a ruptured eardrum is terrible, but luckily I was able to sleep through most of the flight, which was great for me and terrible for the stranger sleeping next to me. Because when I sleep naked, and I insist on being the little spoon. But while I was visiting my brother in Massachusetts, I visited Salem, Massachusetts, the site of the historic Salem witch trials in which 20 people were executed. Innocent people. Were either 19 of them were hung to death, another person was crushed by stones on the false accusations of being a witch. And there I was standing at these historic sites, this blight on American history. And I was overwhelmed by the disrespectful amount of Harry Potter shit that they were selling at each of the gift shops. Like, I'm at the point where an innocent girl was hung by her neck until she died. And 30 feet away, there's a gift shop that will tell me which Hogwarts Hogwarts house I belonged to, it seemed a little off. So there I was, drinking my butter beer, eating my Bont's Every Favor beans, thinking, if Salem, Massachusetts can take this tragedy, this loss of human life and commercialize it, it makes me wonder if in 400 years, Parkland, Florida will be school shooting themed. Or Virginia Tech will be school shooting themed. Or if Columbine will be school shooting themed. Or if the entire United States of America will be school shooting themed. Where they turn the slogan of the country from E pluribus unum to it's nerf or nothing. But don't you all worry. Congress is taking action. That's right, they're sending thoughts and prayers. Now, I don't particularly understand prayers. I did grow up in a Catholic household. My father was Catholic, so of course I too am an alcoholic. And the whole Catholicism, it kind of passed right by me. Like, I went to confessional when I was a kid, but when I was in confessional, it was a lot like every time I have sex. You know, both confessional, me having sex, it's dark, it's uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm doing, so I keep apologizing and asking for forgiveness. And of course, they both end with an old man jizzing on my back. But I think the real issue with Catholicism is the Jesus character. Like, I mean, I didn't read the book. I didn't see the Mel Gibson movies. I'm not familiar with his lore. I mean, he's got his psalms. He's got his hymns. But if he wants to appeal to the youth today, he needs to get down with the youth today. I think Jesus needs to introduce himself to the rap game. And if he did, it would sound a little something like this. I'm the illest motherfucker from Bethlehem. I've been rolling in gold since the three wise men. Some call me the Lamb, most call me J. Christ. I be wearing flowing robes, all decked out in ice. I roll up to the club in my chariot. I got my music on loud, I be blasting that shit. The Roman at the door says you can't come in. I said, move out the way, motherfucker. Don't you know who I am? I'm Jesus! They can tell that I'm blessed by the way that I'm dressed. They can easily see that I'm holier than thee. You're gonna regret the day that you stood in my way. You know me, I'm the G.O.D. I can walk on water, I can cure the sick. You better hide your daughter, she'll catch this holy dick. I know I'm a carpenter, and I know I'm good because all the ladies go crazy about JC's wood. Ladies! Turn 2 fish into thousands, 5 loaves into millions. I got a best-selling book that's making me billions. You can read all about it up in the Gospels, written by my 12 fly-ass apostles. Except for Judas, that douche is a prick. Minus him, they're all hell legit.
Fuck Judas.
Fuck Judas! I've only gotten holier since they put these holes in my hands. Don't you all worry, it's part of God's master plans. I ain't no Santa Claus, I ain't no elf on a shelf. I'm the OG deity. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Thank you all very much. Welcome back to the stage, our own personal Buddha, Nick Lasser.
Oh my God, Shrunken Head, keep it going for Corey Castelli!